Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So yesterday, I was doing my 600-mile initial braking service, and I had a major issue during the oil change. Let me show you. Okay, so I had the day planned out yesterday. I was going to do the initial braking service, then I was going to go for a nice ride, and I was excited so I can open up the bike. I drained the oil, removed the drain bolt, then the filter, drained all the oil. Then I put the new filter on, hand tightened, and then I put the drain bolt on, and I was following the owner's manual, which says 32 foot-pounds. So to be safe, I set my torque wrench to 30 foot-pounds. And as I tightened the bolt and the washer, when I heard the click, right at the same time, it kept on spinning. So I'm like, what's going on? So I put it out, then I tried it back on, did the same thing. It wouldn't tighten, it wouldn't bottom out. So I looked real close to it, and lo and behold, look what I found. As you can see, you see that crack? I don't know if you can see, but you see that crack right there? Yeah, there's a crack right here from tightening it down following the owner's manual. So I'm checking Google, Reddit, whatever. And then some people have the similar issues when they were changing their oil for the first time, where they follow the owner's manual, and then this happened. And on Reddit, a lot of people are saying, how come the value is so high? It should be like 16 or 17. And most people just hand tighten. But, I was just following the owner's manual. So what am I going to do? I can't fill it back up with oil and take it to the dealership. I can call a tow truck, but it's going to take forever and it's just too complicated. So I try to find that part, which is the strainer assembly, I believe. But starting the 2022 or older has a different part number than the 2003. So this 2003 part number is, what is it? That's the part number. It's got the 10 at the end. Now the 2022 or older ones has 00. So those are available, at the dealerships, Revzilla, Partzilla. But this part number is not available until, and all of the dealers that I called, they said it's back ordered until May 15th, which could mean like I'll get it like late May, which I didn't want to wait until then. Now Partzilla had one in stock, but Partzilla, a lot of times they say that it's in stock, but usually they just order it from the dealer. I mean, not the dealer, from the manufacturer. And the manufacturer is back ordered. So I'm pretty sure if I order from Partzilla, it's going to take forever. So I called multiple dealers, and then one dealership told me that there was this part was available at a dealership in Pennsylvania. So I was debating, then I decided to go to Pennsylvania, 2-hour drive. Went there, got the part and also the gasket. I got a brand new gasket and this part. And then I installed it and I finished my initial braking service. And I ran it last night and it runs perfectly. There's nothing leaking. Everything's running fine. today, since I have to go to the dealership to pick up the registration, and there's some problem with my title where it shows I got the title in the mail, but it shows like 7,000 miles on there, which is the mileage of the Kawasaki that I traded in. But this bike, the mileage should be 0. But so I got to talk to them about that. And I will bring that part to the dealership. Maybe I can open a warranty case, because seriously, this is not, I mean, I don't think this is user error. I just followed the owner's manual. But in any case, yeah, so that's what I'm going to do today. Let me just go over some things I did during the initial break-in service. So I did the oil change. And then the only other thing that I had to adjust is the chain. So the chain, you measure, you see where this is? Measure from like right here. But do it from this metal part, not this plastic piece. And then you measure down. It should be, and you need to go like this, and the middle of the chain. And it should be 2 inches to 2.2 inches. And mine was 2.25. So to get it within spec, I just did a minor adjustment. So this I made like half a turn on both sides. And it looks to be right on line. The spec is right on line. So when you first get your bike, you know, it's gonna like expand a little bit, the chain. So for your initial break-in service, I think you're gonna probably have to do that. Plus the oil change. Everything else seems to be in line. The clutch, I got some free play right here. Make sure you got some free play. And then the throttle comes back. You see this movement side to side? That's normal, okay? And then I checked all the bolts, especially, you know, if you install like aftermarket parts, make sure they're still like tight. Everything else seems to be fine. It's running fine. What else? Oh, so I got this new bag. This is like the Rhino Walk bag. So in my mods video, I showed this smaller version, right? This is a smaller version. So normal riding, I'll put this in the back. Now, if I go on a trip, I'm gonna set this bag right there. I'm gonna have that bag, that large bag in the back, that bag here, and then I'm gonna have a matching tank bag up here, and I should be able to, that should fit like almost everything I need. And it uses, you see this, see these things? You see, it uses the exact same hardware. So I can take this off and use the, put this on there and use the exact same hardware to lock it on there. So for normal riding, I would have this smaller bag. For longer trips, I'll put, or if I need more space, I'll get that large bag in there. And this is huge. It fits like a bunch of stuff. It's got a lot of good features. I really, really recommend it. What else? Oh, and then I also, in my mods video, if you check out my mods video, I installed this USB, right? But this USB is like not quick charge. It's like standard charge. So it's like really slow. So I found this on AliExpress. The only thing is this one doesn't come with this bracket. See this plastic bracket? That bracket's from this part. So I'm gonna keep this as a backup. And then if you look, see, this part is kind of exposed. So I put electrical tape to clean it up. But it works great. shows the voltmeter, voltage, and also it's got a power button here. You can turn it off. On obviously, if you have the bike off, it's not gonna stay on. Also, right now it's 12.4 because the bike's not on. When it's on, it goes to like 14 point something. That's normal. And it quick charges. So, and also I got this new windscreen. This is like a replica of the sports screen, the OEM sports screen. Now this is slightly bigger than the one I had in my mods video. So if you look, slightly bigger. Yeah, I tried it. It gives a little bit more wind protection, but not much. But it looks cool. So I'm still looking for a windscreen that actually looks good, but also does some wind protection. And then I also got the axle sliders from AliExpress. So you see this material, it's similar to like kind of like this. It's like blank. It's got no like logos or anything. Both front and back. Yes, that's pretty much it. Let me get geared up and then let me go to the dealership to try to get this thing covered. I mean, since I already purchased the new part, I want to maybe see if they can give me like a store credit to buy filters and stuff like that, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, so I was just at the Yamaha dealership and the guy basically said F you. Never bring it here for service, never. Sales, yeah, they're okay. Never bring it here for service. This is total BS. But anyway, I'm gonna just go home and call Yamaha and then see what happens. Okay, so I go in there, the salesperson or the manager tells me I need to go to the parts or the maintenance department. So I bring the part to the maintenance department. And then I show him the part, and the first, he's like, he's not in a good mood already. And the first thing he says, you did it, you cracked it. So I'm like, yeah, but I was following the directions on the owner's manual. Because if you look at the pan, there's no damage there. Like, it's not like I hit a rock or something. And then he's like, but you did it. So I'm like, yeah, but I was following the owner's manual. And then he was like, I've been here, he's been there for 10 years. And whenever he follows the directions, he's never had a problem with broken parts or anything like that. So in 10 years, working on all those bikes, there's never been a situation where a Yamaha part failed. So I'm like, I mean, that's kind of not believable. And the owner's manual clearly states 32 foot-pounds. And then when I checked, I told him, I checked Google, Reddit, things like that, and people were surprised that it's 32 foot-pounds. And I tried to show him these things, and he's like, he doesn't want to hear it. So I'm like, can you at least try to open a warranty? You know, take a picture of the part, take a picture of my bike. And then he's like, well, if you want me to open a warranty, you're gonna have to leave the bike here. So I'm like, how can I leave the bike here? I rode here. All right. Here's where all the rich people live. You know. Wow. Look at these houses, man. Seriously. It's no joke. Ah, this sucks. In front of me, look at these houses, man. Beautiful. Look at that front door, man. Oh no, that's like some school. Alright, that's the house right there. Jesus. Alright, Central Park right in front of me. I'm basically driving right through the middle of Central Park, the world famous Central Park. Okay, so I got home safely. Everything's running great. No leaks anywhere. It looks good. I was unsuccessful in getting the dealer to give me some kind of credit for that bottom part that I replaced. Yeah, I was expecting that, but I wasn't expecting the guy to be a service manager or whatever he is to be like that. So I showed him the part, and then he was like, "Oh, you messed up." So I'm like, "How do you know? How do you know I didn't follow the the owner's manual?" And he said, "Well, Yamaha parts never fail as long as you follow the manual." So I'm like, Yamaha parts never fail, ever? I know it's reliable, but yeah, I'm sure Yamaha parts fail. And then he kept on going on and on about this or that. And then I asked him straight up. I said, "Do you use a torque wrench for the drain bolt?" And he wouldn't answer it. He kept saying like, "Well, we follow the manual to the T." So I'm like, then I kept on asking him, do you use a torque wrench? He wouldn't answer. And then I said, "Do you use 32 foot-pounds for the drain bolt?" And he wouldn't answer. He keeps going on and on about him following the manual. It's his total BS. But in any case, I called Yamaha when I got home, and then they basically say the same thing. There's no way of like providing a credit directly to a consumer. I need to go through a dealer, and it's just too much hassle. So I'm just gonna end it there. I'm not gonna continue with this. Just chalk it up as like a cost of owning a motorcycle. I don't want to discourage anybody from doing your own work. So just do your own work. Just make sure when you retighten this, don't use a torque wrench. If you Google or Reddit information about the drain bolt, most people just hand tighten it, and from now on that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna mess around with it. Yeah, that's about it. Look out for any further videos, and see ya.